Hi everybody, Simon here, Projects in the Barn, and welcome back to another episode where we're still working on the Porsche Boxster 986. In my last couple of videos you'd have seen that I had an issue with the central locking system and the alarm and the car not working, and I dried all of the central locking control unit out. So if you haven't seen that, watch the videos before this one. And anyway, I've come down here today and just to see if we've resolved the problem, and I've plugged the control unit back in and everything is working. So the central locking is working, all the windows are working, the roof and everything's all working, the car starts, which is mega. But the original fault, which is I'm getting the loud buzzing by the fuel filler flap, is still there. So I'm assuming it is the actuator that's not working, because it's still not unlocking the fuel filler flap and the front boot and the rear boot, or the front rear trunk if you are American. So I can only imagine when it was all going a bit haywire the other day that it's just killed the actuator on that side, so it's not releasing itself. So we need to find out exactly where that is and get into that, but that'll be a video for another day. But what I've also done down here this morning, which I didn't film because it'd be quite boring, is I've cleaned out the footwell on the passenger side here where it was all wet. So I've got my wet vac down in, I've hoovered it all out. So we need to find the cause of where the water was coming in, and I think we'll just start looking now at the drain holes at the front and the drain holes at the back. So we need to get the roof up in the service position. And to do that, what I've got is just a little cleaning rod here, which is a metal flexible cleaning rod. I'm hopeful it's going to be stiff enough. Just got a little brush on the end, and I'm hoping it's going to be strong enough to push down through the drains to clean it out. Time will tell. So yeah, all we need to do first of all is to get these two covers off here, and there's just two fixings which I'll show you. It's got a couple of star points, or Torx head I should say. So this is my passenger side, UK right hand drive car, so I've got one fixing here, and the same on this side, one there. I've already got the tool out. It is a T25 I think from memory, if you can see that. Probably not going to focus. Yeah, T25. So we're going to just undo these. Because you can already see around the battery, I've had the battery tray cover off to disconnect the battery. And the same on this side. And we're going to go hunting for the drain holes. I remember doing this on my last Boxster, or one of my Boxsters. I said this is my fourth Boxster. So we're just going to, once we've undone that, we lift it up and we just pull it out over the top of the washer fluid bottle and just pull it straight away. There we go. There's one out, and you can see that's dirty, full of cobwebs and leaves, but it's not wet. So if it did get in there, it's already dried itself out. And we'll do the same here. So we just lift it up at the front, pull away from the back. I'll just put the cover down in there. And again, we can see it's dry, but full of gunge. So yeah, first thing we need to do, as I've got my sweeping brush, is to brush it all out. So I'll just set the camera down here, like so, and we'll get it in a position where you can see what I'm doing. Don't think we need to be particularly close up on this, do we? It's just me sweeping out detritus. So we're just going to get in here. If I had a little nozzle attachment on my hoover, I'll do that, but I haven't. And in fact, while we're in here, I can swap the pollen filter out because I've got a new one of them as well. So I'm just going to take my time, go around doing all that. I think I'll go get a smaller paintbrush as well, and we'll come back to it once I've cleaned all the area and we can see exactly where the drain holes inside are. Right, so I've given that a bit of a hoover out everywhere, and if we go over to the driver's side and look for the drain plug, we'll put the light on. Hopefully we can see. Can we see? Just down there in the middle of the shot, if I can get to it. See what just trying to get in there. You can see it. Right, so just there is the drain. Yeah, it seems pretty clear. It's on my driver's side, which is dry. Come to the passenger side. As you can see quite clearly, it is full. So I think therein lays our problem. So all we need to do is to clear that out. So with a mixture, I think, of the cleaning rod, maybe the air line down through there as well, I think we should be able to clear it out. So we'll do that. We'll get some tools out, start cleaning, see if we can push all that rubbish out, stop this from happening again. So I'll get some tools and we'll get to it. Right, the noise in the background is my compressor going, so I've just turned on. So I'll see if I can get the air line out here as well. So what I'm trying to avoid is I'm trying to scoop this out as opposed to pushing it in. Otherwise we'll just compact it, which will be no good for anybody. So yeah, I'm trying to scoop it out there. It's so dirty. Let's get the hoover in there a bit. So you take note, if I'd have done this back in the summer or the spring when I got the car, I probably wouldn't have had to do this. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going like that until we can get that all totally cleared out. Right, so I'm going in with my airline now. I've got quite a short nozzle on my airline, so the biggest challenge is going to be getting down into it, being able to pull the trigger. Right, something like that. Wow, a lot of muck come out. Hopefully we'll be able to see in there. A lot of dirt has been sort of shot back up again. So we'll hoover that out. And obviously the final test will be to pour some water down in there and see if it works. Right, so I'll keep going. I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, we appear to have cleaned the drain holes out. What I'll do now is I can use my air line to go around the area to blow all the dirt away. We'll go in the drain holes again to make sure we've got it all so we haven't blown any rubbish in there. Like so. It's a bit noisy, I know. Like so. If you're still with me, well done. We'll go back into the drain holes now, make sure they're still clear. And they come outside the inner wheel arch. So you should be able to hear it blowing clear, which it is. I'll do the other side. Which I can hear is running clear. And there we have it. Let's turn the compressor off. Oh, it's a noisy thing, isn't it? So yeah, there we have it. Drain holes clear. So I think all we'll do now is we will swap out the pollen filter. For a nice new one. We can see there that's served its purpose. Make sure it's clear inside, which it is. Right, let me get my new one and I'll pop that in. So I've got a nice brand new filter here. And we'll just slide it in the reverse way we took the old one out. Something like that. Now I don't know if there's supposed to be a cover on this, is there? I'm assuming there would be, but if there is, I'm missing one. Anyway, there we have it. I think that was the source of our problem. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So what we can do now is we'll get the roof up in the service position. In fact, we'll put these covers back on now, and then we can get the roof up in the service position. And we can check the drains in the back there. So these are slotted. There's two little pins here and two little pins here. You just want to line those up like so. Over the washer bottle fluid, or washer fluid bottle I should say. And it's a case of getting that lined up. And the same on this one. Line up the two pins. Make sure you're not fouling the rubber. There we have it, I think. Oh, we can do it with the battery, but I'll do that later. Right, let's get the roof up into the service position. So with this, it's just a case of getting the roof up. Close the boot. So the boot works on the key still, just not from that lever. So you just want to get the roof up sort of into its upright position. So we'll start the car. Somewhere around there. Right. Somewhere around there. So we can just check the drains. I might be able to do it without disconnecting the lifting up the rear roof section so I can see them. There's one here. And the other one here. Now this one is wet. Another smoking gun. Let's take you over and have a look. So if we look down in there, the best angle to get to it, like lifting the roof up typically. We might just be able to see it glistening off. There we go. See that little hole there? That's the rear drain plug, and that's full of water. So again, we want to clear that out. So let me get set up and we'll go for a clear in there as well. Right, I know this is kind of annoying because you can't really see what I'm doing. But basically the drain holes here, they push back. So I get my cleaning rod. There we go. Oh, the water's gone already. And I'm basically pushing the cleaning rod towards the rear of the car. Oh, there we go. And that's now all the way out. And has come out underneath the car. Can you see it there? So that's my cleaning rod. That's me pulling it to and from. I'll pull it back up through now to make sure it's all clear. Let's see if I can get you in there. Bear with me. Should have put it in the service position properly, shouldn't I? But being a little bit lazy. Basically, that's it there. I can pull it up all the way back out again now. And there it is. So that worked well. Happy days. So I'll pop that in there a minute. And I think we will call that a win. So we've cleared the front drains, which was blocked on the passenger side. We've cleared the rear drains, which was blocked on the passenger side. So I think we found the root cause of our problem. And if I'll just take you into the car a minute, and as the top's open, we'll look over the top. You can see I've hoovered out all the carpet there, and you know, the bit of floor there, and I've just plugged the control unit back in again to test it, see if it's working, which all works. So it just leaves now, which I think has created the fault, the actuator for the petrol flap, which has gone bad, lives somewhere in there. I'm kind of thinking up under the wheel arch liner, but that needs a bit more investigation. But there we go. So we've managed to clean the central lock-in and alarm control unit, which is obviously way past due doing. So we've done that. We've found the source, hopefully, of our leak. We've cleaned both of those out, front and rears. And now we're just gonna have to look to that lock-in assembly for the front boot, rear boot, and the fuel filler flap. I'm hoping they're all related. A bit more research is needed. If you know, please get in touch and let me know where the actuator is and whether they are all off the same lock-in system. I can only assume that they are. But that's it for this episode. So a bit more done on the Porsche. Still plenty more to come on the Jaguar XKR, which is still living inside my messy barn. There it is. I've got a load of stuff here ready to go down to the tip. So yeah, still plenty more to do. So I shall stop the video there. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'd like to go ahead and invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. It is free to you, but it is really good for getting my ratings up on YouTube and for the search facility on YouTube and all that. Please leave us a comment down below. I do reply to every single comment, good or bad, and give us a thumbs up. Like the video, share it with your friends and family and like-minded people, and we'll see you next time round on Projects in the Barn. So from me, Simon, see you next time round. Bye for now.